Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with inkedpulp again. Another art before breakfast, and I really haven't a clue what I'm going to do today. Of course, that's not any usual or any different than any other day, but sometimes I have a clue. Sometimes I have things in mind that I want to make.
Any other day, but sometimes I have.
What's not different than any other day is the fact that I forgot to turn down my YouTube. So here's what I got out. I was searching again through another box and I found all these. Oh, pardon me, I needed to yawn. I found all of these different bases. And so as soon as we get some folks in here, I want to ask them, what we want to use to work on today. I'm going to kind of do this as a viewer's choice. Look at these cool passport cards. Aren't those cool? Could decorate those. Should use this in my, well, they're awful big for that. The travel stuffed pocket that we did. Could have used something like that. So, who's here? Whoever is first here will get to choose what we work on. So I won't go through all of them just yet. You guys, I'm having a little bit of a panic about this upcoming show because I desperately need to get stuff made and I can't motivate myself to get in the metal studio. The paper stuff has just got me mesmerized. And every day I say, okay, I'm going to go make, 14 pairs of earrings, and then I don't do it. And I'm like, just one more thing. I'll make just one more paper thing, and then I'll go work over in the metal. The same. I just haven't been able to motivate myself. But I've got to, or I'm not going to have enough inventory for my show. And then I've got another one in August, and the one in September is huge. So I really, really, really need to, have a lot of extra stuff made up for that. So today is the day I absolutely have to get stuff made. All right, who's here? Well, I'm just going to pick something then and get started because it is 8:30. We'll give it another minute. So my dog, she's so funny. We have off of our kitchen, we have like a sunroom, and then off of that sunroom, we have a screened-in porch. And that screened-in porch is built real low to the ground. There's not really a crawl space that a person could fit under there, but it is up off the ground a little bit because I live on a hill, so some parts are up off the ground and then some parts are on the ground. Well, a little bunny rabbit, has taken up residence underneath that porch. And my dog can smell it, because the slats on the floor in that screened-in porch, there's little, not huge cracks, but, it's not like a kitchen floor. Good morning, Mike. How are you? And so my dog can hear it moving around down there. She can smell it. And she has been going absolutely freaking nuts. She wants to get to that. I mean, she'll go stand out there and bark for an hour, and I have to make her come in. She is just crazy. She's crazy, and she was back at it again this morning. So that's our latest little wildlife adventure. And I don't know how we're going to get it out of there. And getting it out of there is one thing. I don't know how we will ever possibly keep a rabbit or a little groundhog from going under that because we live on we live in the mountains, so there's very little flat ground. So there are parts of our backyard that are slanted. And so there's some little gaps underneath the fence where these little critters can get through. So there's no keeping them out of the yard. That just isn't going to happen. So I don't know what we're going to do, but she's funny. She wants at that critter really bad. All right, Mike, it's you and I right now. I'm sure more will come in, and I have no clue, but I found all these goodies in another little box. I just keep pulling out boxes and finding all these goodies. So we're going to do up one of these things, and I'll show you what I have to work with, and you can help me pick. I've got these little CD sleeves. I don't know what we'll do with those. I've got these old postcards that are blank on one side. We could finish decorating on this side and then leave this for writing. I don't know. I've got some little tags. I've got these little round envelopes, and they're not coin envelopes because they're way too big for a coin. So I don't know what would have gone in there, but they have a little see-through window. Then I've got some guest checks. I've got smaller pink ones, and then I've got larger. These are larger. They've got the guest receipt, a tab to tear off. And then I've got these time cards. And then I've got these. I'm not so thrilled with these, but they're passport cards. And they say passport on the front of them. Age the envelope and put little pics inside. Yeah, like these little ones. That's what I was thinking too. So let's start with that, and then we can do something different if we want to. So the thing is how to age the envelopes, because of course I can always go around it with my vintage photo and my little, well, I didn't prepare very well this morning. Here's this, and here's my vintage photo. I stayed up way too late last night. You guys, look at this. I know, well, we don't have a lot of people here. I'll wait till we get more people and show what Mike made. So I think what I'm going to do is age this up, and then I'm going to use my little technique with the book text where I put down pieces of it, glue it down, and then pull it back up so just some of it remains. I don't know. I did that on a Marguerite Miller challenge. I don't know if I've done it here. So let's do this now. I'm going to have to glue something in that background because it's so white, and I don't know. Well, maybe I can get my brush down in here. Maybe I can do this. At least part of it. So what are you up to today, Mike? What wonderful creation are you working on? I think I'm going to saw some night lights today. I need to make a lot more night lights. Okay, let me get this done real quick. Making a stand. Oh, ooh, I can't wait to see that. I was thinking you gave me an idea about that, of making a holder for it out of copper. And then, you know, making a bud vase that way. Okay, so there we go. We got lots of grunge. That sounds like fun, Mike. And we'll go back and ink around those edges. So now I need to find a picture of some sort. A square with a large hole to look through and a small vertical hole to hold the test tube. A vertical hole to hold the test tube. Trying to think of what that would look like. Ooh, here's something round. And that is the perfect shape. Look at that. Do you like that? Or is that too predictable? Almost like the blue one better. Is this too predictable? Oh, hi, Kelly. Trying to figure out what to put in this. I had this little clock here, but I don't know if it's too predictable. Ooh, massage. You like that clock? Okay, let's keep that out. Ooh, we have some ladies. We could put this lady in here. I'd have to cut her down. But we could put that lady in there. I like that idea too. Here's another one. Too many choices. I may like this one the best because it doesn't fill up the entire, I just don't like filling up the entire thing. I like to see that it's a, you know, that there's a see-through there. I like that a lot. We could put a butterfly. Of course, I've got a few of these. We could make more than one. Where are all of our ladies? It's down to just you and me. Everybody's starting to come in later and later all the time. Nah, not enough interest in that. That actually is pretty cool over the top. I like that too. Got some mushrooms. It's too big. I've got some honeybee stuff. I could put a honeybee in there. It's also very round, but or I could put something like this in here. I'd have to, that's kind of cool. Some little honeybees. It doesn't quite go wide enough for the envelope. Look at that guy. That's pretty cool. And I could just glue it onto a bigger card. So that's an option. All right, the bee is good. Okay, you want the bee. I kind of thought you might like that, actually. But I've got these other pieces I could make other ones out of. So now this isn't quite big enough, and it's a little too tall. So I'm wondering if I should, hang on a sec. The tags that I had, I wonder if they're the right, nope, they're not quite wide enough. These are a little too big. Okay, so what I need to do, let's see if these fit down in there. What I need to do is cut, I could cut a piece of that. Do that, because this is nice and stiff. Let's see if that's enough. Not quite enough. All right, let's take off some more of this. And then yep, that fits in there really nice. And then I want to cut it off. Right there. There. Now we've just got that little copyright down at the bottom, but that's okay. And then we can, let's put either some stamping or a stencil on the back of that card. And I have a big stamp. Hang on a second here. Okay. So I've got this one. This has got all sorts of little leaves on it. And I'm wondering if I should do it in like a greenish color. I have peeled paint. Let's do it in peeled paint. Where's everybody this morning, Mike? There we go. Oh yeah. That'll be pretty with the bee on the front of it. There we go. So I have that. Let me wipe up this little bit of ink here so I don't get it on anything. We have this. I'm going to give it a little bit of, if you craft it, they will come. I know. They usually show up at some point. All right. So let's, got to pop out and cut a piece of wood with, okay. See you in a bit. I'm just going to keep crafting away here. just cutting down. I had some white edges, and then I'm cutting it down a little bit so it'll fit more in the center of the page. Like that. But let's ink up the edges. Oh, I'm inking it in green. Didn't realize that. I thought I got vintage photo, and I used my vintage photo dauber, so I've ruined that one. All right, I think I'm going to put that down. I'm not going to make this one too complicated. I cleaned out the top of this thing this morning. Oh, there it goes. Took it to the sink and put it under hot water and cleaned it out so I could use it. All right, let's see. Kelly was going to a massage appointment. I'm so envious. I haven't had a massage. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I had a massage. This is really moving around a lot. So I'm going to let it dry for a minute. And it's smearing some of the ink because it's wet. That's okay. Now, I do want, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm lifting up some of the ink in some spots. So it's making it look a little rustic. Let's see if I can get most of this green ink. It's still got a little green on it, but we're back to some vintage photo. So I'm just going to make this card really simple because it's got to fit down in there. I can't put anything too lumpy on it. There we go. And then we can decorate a little on the outside. But there we go. There is our bee in the card. Now, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to let this sit a minute after I do it, I'm going to take this, and I want some book page. Where is a book? I've got a little sprout here. Oh, yeah. And I'm just going to take, oh, I don't want to use that picture. Keep that. And what I'm going to do is just pop some of this paper down. We'll let it dry, and then when I peel up the paper, it will leave, it will look like it's kind of in the background. then on the back, let's do a bit of this across the top. All right, so there's that. We'll leave that sit. And then on the back, do I need anything? Maybe I just do that same stamping on the back, because I really did like that. Let's go back with some peeled paint. And then if I want to put something over it, I can. I think I got it on the B page a little bit. And we'll go up here. And there we go. Rip this off so I don't get it on anything. Okay, there's the back, and I can put a little lace on there and decorate that up a little bit. And then let's see if we can dry up these pieces real well. Let's see if they're ready. They're not ready yet. So I'm going to set that aside. We'll come back to that later. So I've got the bee in there. I don't have anything else on the back just yet. So we'll see if we need anything back here. Oh, you know what I do have is this butterfly I could put back there. Bee on the front, a butterfly on the back. Maybe that works. I don't know. Or maybe we just leave it the way it is, because it is the back of the envelope. Huh, we'll see. All right, let's do another one. That was kind of fun, and I've got a few others that I want to do. Let's go back and grunge up the envelope. I want to do that lady, because she was really nice. Okay, there's the front. And here's the back. All right, so there's that. And I am going to squirt just a little bit of water on here and wipe it up. All right, so now I would like to use her. And I'm going to have to cut her off right about here, so she will fit down in that envelope and sit just right for. Okay. All right, now that card doesn't work. let's take another one of these old postcards because they worked really well. I had to cut off. Let me see where I need to cut it. Cut it about right there. And I'm gonna go down just a little bit so I can put a little tab on the top of this because I'm worried that that B is going to not be easy to pull out. I can go back and put a tab on that if I need to. So let's cut this and this. It fits down there just a little bit, but I don't know if I can get a... We'll see. All right. So now I think we want to put her right to the bottom of this card. Let me test because I think that's the way she fit best in there. So there's that. Yep, right to the bottom of the card. So now I need something behind her because we can't just have her on a plain card. So I'm wondering if I have a piece of... Come on. I'm wondering if I have a piece of... It's going to go this way. A piece of deli paper or jelly print that might look nice behind her. Let me see here. Here are my jelly prints. Let's see. We like that behind her? Meh. Meh. See if I put... Yeah, I think I want something with more pattern to it. Oh, there's a pretty piece. Now look at that. If that were behind her. I'm going to hold that one out because I really like it. Now here's some trees. Nah. Don't like those. Huh. I might like that one. I've got all kind of stuff back here. And I like these because they're thin. Hang on a second. I can't see my... Welcome back, Mike. So I'm putting this lady on here. No, don't like that. And I've got two choices that I've narrowed it down to. All right, what's going on today that I don't know about that everybody's attending? Okay, so we're going to put her, she's going to be in the middle there. And the question is, does she look better on the pink backgrounds or the blue background? I like those green marks behind her. Okay, so blue or pink, what do you think? I almost like the pink. It matches better, but I really love that blue. It's a lot of contrast. Help me decide here, Mike. You be the tiebreaker. Because it looks like it's going to be just you and me today. What do you think, blue or pink? Blue is more contrast. Pink is a better match. Blue, I like the blue too. I'm glad you said that. All right, I'm going to glue this down. On here, I'm going to pull it up a little bit because there was some white at the bottom of that. Okay. So let's find some scissors first. That would be helpful. Yeah, blue is much bolder. The pink more blends in. It's more matchy-matchy. This gives us a nice... I love using these jelly prints, and maybe that's what I need to do one of these days, is just pop out the jelly plate and I think I might round those corners actually. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Okay, and then where did my finger daughter go? There it is. Let's see here. All right, there's that. Let's do around the back just for good measure. And I may end up sewing around this, we'll see. I still got to put new bobbin thread in my sewing machine. I haven't replaced that since it ran out the other day. All right, there's that. Now, I want to figure out exactly where to place her. So I'm going to put this in here. Put this down so I can get her where I want her, put my thumb on her, and then she's not really centered, but I don't know if she needs to be centered. There, how's that? Isn't that pretty? Especially with the blue in the background. Good choice, Mike. I agree with it. Hi, Cheryl G. You caught me live this morning. I've got these little window envelopes, little round window envelopes, and why can't I get that out of there? Come on. What's a going on with it? Come on, there we go. Oh, she kind of goes. So she kind of has her head cocked to one side. I'm just going with it. Because when I pulled it out and looked at it, it was crooked. So let's get this down. And then I will do some decorating on the front. Oh, Rose made it too. Good morning. So I am working on these little cards, and this is like really tight in here. So I'm going to take a sliver off of both sides, just so that it fits better in there, because it was way too hard to get out. So let me get my little corner rounder and round them up again. Oops. I hate when that happens. All right, let's vintage up those new corners and sides where I cut it off. And I'll show you what I make, and then we'll go back to the first one that I made. I'm hoping to get maybe a few of these done today. All right, so here she is. Oops, I screwed up her face. Look what I did. I had ink on my finger and it pulled up. I can print her out again. I will print her again and put a new one on. But there she is. Isn't that pretty? Except the big mark on her face. Maybe I could put some flowers down there. Or a little butterfly. A lighting on her face. I don't know. I'll play with it. And I will just print another one of these if I can't figure it out. Now, what I want to do here is, let me find a little piece of lace. A lot of our regulars must be sleeping in today. Miss Sista and Rose, because they're not here. So what if we put, there's something wrong with this envelope. Hang on. It's not wanting to go all the way down. There we go. All right, now let's see what we get. There we go. All right, so that closes up like that. What if we put a strip of lace across the top or across the bottom? Let's put the lace on the bottom, and then I'll put some kind of a ribbon up here. What do you think? I can put a ribbon with a little flower up there. Now, I know some of my grungier girls would say, grunge up that lace, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it white because I want to. How about that? And then maybe, how about a bit of washi tape over the top if we can find one that works with this. I'm afraid it'll cheapen it up just a little bit to put. I have this one. Nope, that doesn't go. I don't want anything too busy. I want her to stand out. And I don't really have anything. Oh, maybe this one. Let's see. Let me tear off a piece of this. Whoops. And I'm talking low again because I'm thinking. So I'm going to tear off a piece of this, and then you guys can tell me what you think of this. What do you think of that across the top? Or should I just do a piece of ribbon? Give me some input, you guys. Do you like that? Or should I go with a ribbon? Feedback, people, feedback. And then I would fold that over the top so it would go a little bit onto the back of the label as well. What do you think? Ribbon or I'm not getting any feedback. Boy, today is not a good day for art before breakfast, I can tell you what. We got hardly anybody. We got the important folks here, but we don't have all of our regulars. We're not getting participation. You guys are killing me. Just gonna put that down like that. The ribbon. Oh, now you come in. Now that I've already glued down the washi tape, I could still put a ribbon over the top of it and add to it. Yeah, grungy up the ribbon. If I had Big Mama and Mimi here, they'd be like, grunge it up, and Cheryl. And okay, so there's that. Now, let me see what I have for ribbons. I have this seam binding. It would completely cover up. We'd still have a little bit of this. I could put it on the back. That's a little too thick, though. Let's see what else I have in here. Let's see. I have this little tiny brown that I could put over the at the top of that washi tape, and then we could put a flower there, or we could just put a flower. So what do you guys think? A little piece of that. I wish I had some blue. Oh, hang on, I might. Where's my box? I do have. Oh, the washi tape's already stuck down. There's nothing I can do about that. We're going to have to live with it. But I do have this really thin, pretty blue ribbon that we could put kind of a little bit down from the washi tape so you still see it at the top, but it makes a little accent. And then I could even put it on top of the ribbon at the bottom. Let's do that. Oh, at the bottom of the tape. Yeah, I could do that. But I kind of like the blue better. I think it gives it more vibrancy. Like we were saying, that blue really stands out. So I'm going to try putting this down first. And then we shall see. Well, there's Cheryl. I thought you guys all abandoned me. It's been Mike and I for most of the morning. I thought you guys gave up on me. I was crushed. I was heartbroken. All right, there's that. And I like it. And then we could put something in the corner, a little button, a little lace cluster, a little something there. And then what do you think about that same blue down here? I know I'm being very symmetrical, but Big Mama's not here, so I can do it. You slept in, good for you. We all need that every once in a while. I went out, I don't do Thursdays because Penny does hers, and I usually go to Penny's live, but I did not yesterday because my garden was in such horrible shape that, as far as weeds, because we had had so much rain here and the weeds just grew like crazy. And so I've been working on weeding my garden. I wasn't getting real far. So I just took the whole morning. I spent 2.5 hours yesterday. I went out at 7:30 and I spent 2.5 hours out in my yard. What do you think about that? And then we'll put something up in this corner. And I think I have an idea of what to use. Let's see what you guys think. And so I weeded and weeded and weeded, and I have a nice looking garden now, and all my plants are blooming. I'm going to have tomatoes and zucchini and peppers. That's all I planted this year. I went with a smaller garden. I think I have some of these that are bigger, but look at this. Isn't that pretty up there? I think I have a bigger one in that same color. I think. But if not, I've got some I have bigger ones in purple, but not that blue. Okay, so what if we do this? I was on it. I'll show you guys a picture of my garden here in just a minute. I weeded like a mad woman yesterday. What do you think about that up in the corner? Does that finish it off? And again, I'm going to reprint her because I screwed up her face, but we'll get her fixed. No problem. What do you think about that? Isn't that sweet? Oh, and I have a ton of uh copper tubing. I should look at making some of those. I might steal your idea, Mike, and you're free to steal any of mine. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I know it's not everybody's style, but it is pretty. It's pretty, but yet it's still kind of grungy. And I love when you have just the right things. In fact, who made these? Peta something. I'm going to have to buy some more of these flowers because I really like the colors on them. And I like that they come with some leaves. All right. There she is. I just need to fix up her face. That's a piece of cake. I'll just cut her out again and redo her. And then that's the back is pretty plain, but that's okay for now. Oh, I love this. I like the idea of the ribbon and the washi tape. The washi gives it a little more color in the background. Crafting kleptomania. All right, hang on a second. Let me show you guys something. Oh, I don't know if it's on this or on my phone. On my phone. Where's my phone? Let's look at. Oh, there it is right there. There's my garden. That's one picture of it. These are tomatoes all up here. Then I have peppers, and then I have zucchini down at the end. So that's one, and then that one's a little farther away. And that's my dog laying in the shade while I'm working in the garden. She's not a huge fan. I don't know why these pictures won't rotate. She's not a huge fan. She's probably got a stick that she's chewing on over there. But she didn't like the sun so much. And she gets bored gardening. So all of this is all weeds in the back, but there's nothing planted there. So I told my husband, I'm not going to bust my butt keeping that weeded. He can just mow over it with the mower and keep them down that way. But anyway, that's my garden. I'm so proud of it. Look at all weed free. And I fertilized, so now it's supposed to rain today. Great, because then that fertilizer will go down in the soil. Love the blue background. Yes. I really like that too. My choice was this pink or the blue. And it was only Mike and I here. So Mike and I agreed that the blue would help her stand out more. The pink, she would have blended into the pink because she's kind of got some pink on her cheeks and in her hair. So there's that one. And where's the first one I did? There it is. Okay. The first one we did was a bee. And I did my little there it goes. I did my little book page technique where you kind of glue it down and then peel it up, and so it looks like it's kind of in the page. And I can do stamping over that if I need to, but I love this technique. So it's dry now and I can pull it up. All right, so we've got some little book page sort of, looks like it's coming out. Oh, we have Jello. An elephant. So I think there was a piece here, but I think it needs something up in that corner. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys have these tomatoes in England, but there's a variety called German Johnson. They are, look them up on the internet. They are the ugliest tomatoes you will ever see. I mean, they are so ugly, but they are so good. Okay, so now this one, oh, I need to do her too, but I need to ink up the edges. Okay, come on, ribbon, let's go back. I didn't use you. And I've got 4 German Johnson plants and 4, although some of them died. Not all of them made it this year. For what, maybe we had too much rain and maybe they just got overwatered. I don't know. But German Johnsons are the ugliest tomato, but they are the best tasting tomato I have ever had. They're real meaty and big and have a wonderful flavor. My husband and I will go and buy a couple pounds of bacon and cook it all up in the oven and then make BLT sandwiches. And we'll have those for dinner because they're so good. So this I put some stamping on the back. But then I also have the... Do you guys like this technique? I think it's kind of fun. It looks like the paper is like old and peeled off, and I like it. Okay, let me go around here. Oh yeah, we eat once those tomatoes start coming. And then I planted 9 zucchini plants. And if you've ever grown zucchini, you know that 9 plants is going to produce zucchini coming out of every pore in your body. I make zucchini brownies. My husband loves them. You would never know there's zucchini in them, but they are so moist because of the zucchini. You know, the zucchinis are really have a lot of... Oh, I know why I couldn't pull those out. There's... Never mind. Zucchini has a lot of moisture in it, so those brownies are so moist. And so what I do is I'll make them up like 3 batches at a time. And I cut them once they're cool. I cut them and I wrap them individually in like a saran wrap, Glad wrap, whatever brand you use, saran or a cello wrap. And then I put them, once they're all individually wrapped, I put them in a bag, and then I do the I can't talk and craft at the same time. Then I do the freezer, like the air vacuum sealed, so there's no air in them, and I'll store them in the freezer, and then we eat them throughout the winter. So I will be making zucchini brownies for days once I get my... Okay, here's this with the bumblebee, and then it's got the stuff on the back. Now I need something here, so what are we gonna put there? I have got these Bow Bunny stickers. I don't know if any of these are... And I could put a little grungy lace behind it. What about this black and white flower sticker? Does that go? The other things I have are birds and butterflies, and I don't know if those really go. I've got a nest, but that doesn't really go. I don't know if I like those. I just don't think they go. So let's find something else. I've got old buttons galore. There's like a leathery kind of a button that might work. There's a green one, but I don't think that works there. Ooh, there's a big leathery button. There's that one. Okay. I have got so many buttons. Okay, do you guys like this one? With something under it. It would need something under it for sure. Do you like this one? Those are all kind of small. Of course, we put something around them. And then I've got this one. That's a little too bulky. Okay, let's keep looking, because I know we're going to have just the right thing. Oh, you know what? Bees are pollinators, right? So hang on a second. Let me see. If you guys like this up here. How about a daisy up there? Makes it really bulky, but I can press it down. Or I've got some of these. That's kind of cool too. If I just put some lace or something behind it, use a flower. Okay, I agree, because they are pollinators. Okay, so do we like this one's kind of on the smaller side again. Let me see what else I have in here. Let me see what I have. Now I have some of these kind of burlap flowers. I put a couple of them on there. Nah, I don't like that. I have these K and Company flowers. There's that on there. Is that too big? A bee flying into the flower. Yep. But I need to figure out which one. I kind of like the daisy the best so far. I kind of like that daisy. What do you guys think? It's really... This one I think is too big. If we put any of them on there, it would be this smaller one. With, again, something underneath it, but I don't really like that. I want a flower. All right, so here's the choices. We can have a daisy, which is my favorite, or we can do one of these with some lace behind it. Actually, maybe not that one, maybe the yellow one, because it matches better with lace behind it. So there you go, the daisy. I agree. That was my favorite. Oops. This goes in here, and I can make it lay down flat enough to use it. So the first thing we're going to do is cut that off. Now, I don't think I need anything behind it if I use the daisy because it's bigger. You guys tell me if you disagree, but I think the daisy by itself is going to be okay. If I used a smaller flower, I think I would have needed, and I can always tuck some lace in if we think it needs it. Okay, let's get some glue on the back of this guy. I love the daisy. I do too. But I want to leave it kind of dimensional and sticking up just a little bit. And I didn't put glue on the top leaves, so those can definitely be fluffed up. I put glue all over the bottom leaves so that those would stick. But not the top leaves. Okay, come on. There, now it's got some dimension. Does it? I don't think it needs anything else. What about you guys? And then that's the back. I think it's good. What do you guys think? Love the daisy, the daisy. Nice. I think so too, Cheryl. I'll ink that later. All right. So there's what we have. Should we, it's an hour and 10 minutes in. Should we make one more or should we call it a day? One more or call it a day? You guys tell me. I love those. Got to reprint her. One more. Okay. All right. Here's this. Now, here's what I was thinking on this one. I was thinking of putting that butterfly over the top and then just putting a card down in behind it. What do you guys? I'm going to grunge this up while you think about that. I don't know what else. Or I have this clock that can go on the back or the front, but those were the other two things I had pulled out. Well, Cheryl, you say one more. You just got here, girl. You're ready to go. Mike and I have been here for an hour and 10 minutes. But I don't mind. I was saying at the beginning, I'm having a really hard time getting motivated to get in the metal studio. I've just, this paper stuff just mesmerizes me. And I don't know, but I have to get in the metal studio. I have shows coming up. I have 2 weeks. I thought it was this coming weekend, but it's the following weekend. So I have 2 weeks to my next show. And then I have a few weeks to another show in August. And then the one in September is huge. That one's at the Biltmore. And I have to have tons of inventory for that. So I am, whether I want to or not, I am getting in the metal studio today. After I go have some breakfast, I'm getting hungry. Okay. Yeah, it does. Yes. And I like this one. Now I do have others, but I really like this one. Then I just need to find something to put down behind it. I wonder if we put this. Nah, I don't think you can tell it's a clock. So let's do the butterfly and let's, you know what I didn't do on that second one? I had taken my brush because when you pull the card out, it's going to look all white behind it. So I took my little brush and went down in here and grungied it up a bit. So it looks a little bit grungy when you pull it out. All right, I have to have a card to go behind, something to go behind, and it could be just patterned paper. Let me think for just a minute what else I have here. Help me out, girls. What could I put behind there? And guys, I don't mean to say just girls, girls and guys. What can we put? Oh, I've got a couple more of these. So if I did that in the background and I had that on the front, would that be too much? Too busy? I think so. see what I've got with these papers. Ooh, that might be pretty. Look at that. The teal with the, and that's got a little pattern around it. That almost just jumps out as the right one. Or that one. Or we could do the lavender. There's a few here. This is a picture I took. I thought I could tear it up and use it for collage. There's music paper we could keep in the black and white theme and just use a bit of music paper. Oh, here was the modern one that I needed for Big Mama's thing the other day. All right, I'm going to give you guys a choice to vote on. I think that's about it for good options. Okay. Paper, paper, more paper. Do you guys think I have enough paper? Of course, I'm probably not any different than you are. All right. A is the music paper. And we'll go around like that. So that'd be kind of cool, a black and white theme. B is the, I'm like, with that one. I'm going to pull it out because I don't like it. I wouldn't be happy with that. Okay, B is now the teal with the leaves. And C is like this tealy kind of blue with pattern. So A, B, or C, which one shall we use inside the envelope? C, you like this one? Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, we got 2 for C, so that's probably going to be the choice. I need to cut down this card so I can cover it. All right, C it is. All right. Put these 2 away. I'm going to cut just a hair more off the side of this so it slides in there real easy. Not much. Well, the C's won, Rose. And I guess maybe we aren't going to see a whole lot of that pattern. I wonder if we should, maybe we should go like this. All right. And I'll probably do some sewing on these and do some other things, but I'll show you when I come back. Now, you guys hold me accountable. When I come on tomorrow, want you to ask to see what I made in the metal studio today. Hold me accountable, because I have got to get some stuff made, or else I'm just not going to have enough inventory for my show, and that will be a horrible thing. Oops, that's not, I don't really care about up there. Let's clean that off and clean it off up here. Messy glue. Yeah, I'll come back and clean that when it's a little more dry. All right, so here's the, okay, here's the card to go on the inside. Now, we can't just leave it plain like that. So we could do some stamping. I could put another image behind that butterfly. But let's put it in, whoops, let's put it in with the butterfly on top and see how it looks. Okay. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so there's that. Oh, my dear, dear Heavenly Father. I am so bad. There it is. Okay, and we'll put that on top, and we'll do some decorating around the envelope. Do you think the card needs anything else on it? Or just leave it like that? What do you guys think? Oh. Oh, no worries, Rose. I know you'll keep me accountable, Mike. You'll be pinging me tonight saying, what'd you make today? Okay, give me some input, girl. You like it as is. Okay, so we'll just put that down on there, and then we can do some stuff around it if we want. Well, let's see. How about just some basic script stamping? Nothing fancy, because there's script in the butterfly. So if we just do some basic stamping along here, and then put the butterfly on top. I think it needs something a little more than just the script. Let's see what other little stamps I have. Oh, I like it a lot. There. Get a few little swirlies in there with the script, and there we go. Now I'm on a roll. I think it needs one more pattern in there. But which one? I have got this little letter stamp. Okay. And then if we ink it up around the edges, is that enough stamping? Well, I like this. Now, should I put a little bit of lace on here, maybe coming out the bottom? I had some really grungy lace here. Oh, that's starting to come apart because I cut the string. How about some lace? Yeah, I have actually an idea for that. Butterfly needs sparkle. Yep. Let's figure out this. Maybe I put it down this way. What do you think about that coming out the bottom? Do you like that? And then do I still need a little piece at the top? Maybe? Maybe, maybe? How about that? And then you still see the kind of the blue paper beneath. What do you think about that, Cheryl? That almost seems too... Where's my seam ripper? You guys have created a monster with this seam ripper thing. And there's grungy up there. So if we kind of put that like that, and you get kind of a thing around him. And we could put a word or something up there if we wanted to. Okay, I'm going to commit this lace. And I'm not going to glue all the parts down because I want it to crinkle a little. This has already got a black edging around it, so I'm not going to ink it up. Stop sticking to me. Okay, let's just put this guy down, and then we'll gussy up the butterfly a little bit. Because I have some thoughts on that. What were your thoughts, Rose? Oh no, yeah, Rose. Not sure if it was you or Miss Goebel who said that, but did you have thoughts on how to gussy it up or shiny it up? Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. So here was my thought. I think I've got some black ones, or I used to. I've got some of these little shiny dots, and I had some at one point in black. And I thought I could just put some little black shimmery things on the body. Let's see it in that box. I got clear, and then I've got a really dark purple out. Look in the other box. I don't think these are shiny. I think most of these are just the enamel dots. Those don't go in there. I had a big sheet of black ones. I don't know where it went. Because I'm pretty good about keeping everything in here. Okay, so I don't have them. So we'll punt. We can either put Wink of Stella. Yep, I have Wink of Stella I can put down too, and that was my other plan. But I do want to put oops, I didn't mean to take that one off. So I've got 3 of these that I could put down. They're just clear, but they bling it up a little bit on the body. Or where did that other? I had another one out. Or I could put some of these purple ones down. They don't really go with any of the colors here, but it would add a different pop of color. I'm kind of liking the plain ones. What do you guys think? Oh, here's some little purple ones that we could put on there. So either purple or clear. And I'm good with either one, really. And then we'll do some Wink of Stella on it as well. So what do you guys think? Clear? Cheryl, what do you think? Cheryl Goebel, Cheryl Shamrock. I kind of like those clear ones, although purple would give it a pop of color. So you guys tell me. Clear? Those didn't stick down real well. I'll go back and stick those down. Clear or purple? Somebody quick? Clear. Okay. I just need one person to pop in, and we'll go with what that one person says. All right, let me get these back in here. And I am going to put a little bit of glue down underneath them because these things don't really stick. Oh, I put glue on that piece of paper. I didn't want to do that. So I'm just going to put a couple of little glue dots there. Put these guys down. I should be using tweezers, but I just don't. I forget about it, and I don't know. I just don't. All right, line up. There we go. One more little dot. That's why I end up with all these gluey, inky fingers, because I get my fingers in everything. All right, so we've got a little bling there. And then we'll get the Wink of Stella. Come on. There we go. And we'll put some Wink of Stella on the wings. To make it shimmer. And then I think we finish it off with just a word up at the top. In the top left. And then I think it's balanced. It's got everything it needs. All right, there's the Wink of Stella. Can you see it shiny on there? I don't know if you can see it. It's definitely there. I don't know if the camera and the lights will pick it up, but it's definitely there. All right, last thing. Last thing. A word. Well, here's this package of words. Let's see, I'm sure we can find something here. Faith. You like faith on there? A little bit sideways. We could do become. It's awful small though. Because we become a butterfly from a caterpillar. Accept. I have accept. I have joy. I have trust. You guys holler out the word that strikes your fancy when I come across it. No, that one doesn't really go. Oh, there's a trust that's already cut out, or we could put that corner-wise up there around the, that one's already, we have learn. Think. What do you think about trust? I don't even have to cut it down. Just gonna go right there. What do you think? Love it? All right, well, that may be what we go with. Let's go with the easy thing, right? Oh, now maybe this one is better, but it may be too long. Become, because we become the butterfly. Like I said, from the caterpillar, we become the butterfly. All right, so there's trust and there's become. Which one do you like better? Those are our two choices. I've narrowed it down. Become or trust, and I like either one of them. I think either one works. Mike, where'd you go? You haven't been given any input. Cheryl, Rose, become. Yeah, I think it kind of fits with the butterfly, doesn't it? We become the butterfly. All right, let me get these put back. Become, become. Yeah, we got 2 for become, so we're going to do become. I like that one best too, although I like trust. I think that's a good word too. Now, I have a question for you. Oh, here's a little piece right here. Since we have 2 spots of lace, do we need a third right behind become? Or is that too much? It might be too much, actually. I think it's too much. I think, just become all by itself. We don't need to overdo it. And there we go. There's our last piece. What do you guys think? Oh, you know what I haven't done is put ink around those edges. I really like that. We are such a good team when we create together, aren't we? Am I getting better at this grungy stuff, Cheryl? I'll do the back later. I always come back and work on these things a little bit more after I shut off the camera, but I am going upstairs getting some breakfast because I'm starving. And then I'm doing, with my husband's job, he doesn't get off till 7 at night, so he gets home after 7. And I told him, I said, I cannot wait till 7 to eat dinner. I'm starving. So I have to find things to make that I can make up, and then it can sit and he can warm it up when he gets home. So I'm looking at some crock pot stuff. And I found a recipe. Chicken thighs or chicken legs drumsticks were on sale the other day at the store. So I bought them. They were only 98 cents a pound. And so I've got a recipe. It's got potatoes and onions on the bottom, and then the chicken legs, and then a bunch of spices over the top, and then it cooks. And I think that'll be good. So there's the 3 that we made. We have her with her blemish on her skin that I will fix. Okay. We have the bee with the torn paper that makes it look all vintagey and the pattern on the back. And then we have this one that is the butterfly. The card inside is just plain, at least for now. I don't know what I would do. I don't want to put a lot of stuff behind it because I think that will just be distracting. And then we have, didn't hear me what? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. What didn't you hear? What didn't you hear, Cheryl? Cheryl Shamrock? We'll call you Crafty Cheryl. How's that? Because then we got Sister Cheryl. All right, ladies, we are at an hour and 44 minutes. We're just going longer and longer. We've got almost 2 hours into this. But we got 3 envelopes done, and I love them all. Message me, Crafty Cheryl, and I thought you asked me something. Oh, maybe just if I did okay, if I'm getting better at this grungy thing. I don't know. Anyway, we are done for today. I need to shut this down. I'm really starving. It's 10:11 here, and I got to go get my crockpot dinner started. But yeah, I'm really excited about these. I really love these. All right. I will see you ladies later. And I wish you a happy day. Love you all. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.